Hope your opening day went well, and I'm so sorry that I am just now getting to this. 2025 was crazy. This is bringing up some things that I want to talk about. Number one, everybody has their strengths. There's some makeup stuff that I'm not good at that other people are good at. There's some stuff that they're not good at that I can do great. And everybody, every single person is at a different level of talent, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you are any less worthy of having a makeup job. If you have the job, you have the job. And beating yourself up and comparing yourself to other is not going to do anything productive other than make yourself feel shame and hurt your own feelings. Very few people actually turn that into like motivation to do better. Like, you should be motivated to do better because you want to do better, not because you feel like you have to beat someone, you know? And, you know, a lot of times if I'm not feeling too confident, I just fake it until I make it. Because what else am I gonna do? Act like a slobbering fool and just shit on my own work? Like, I can't do that. That sets a precedent for my work, and that sets a precedent of who I am as an artist. Can't do that. Fake it until you make it, at the very least. Other thing that I have learned to do, because the way I was brought up and the way that people expect, you know, people like me to be, is that we're supposed to be humble and we're supposed to not realize how talented we are. And, you know, we're always supposed to have something to shit on. You can critique your own work, 100%. There's always stuff you can improve. But you should also know when you're the shit. I have my portfolio, and if I see somebody else's portfolio and I see that they can't do something that I can do, I have to force myself that if they happen to give me advice that I didn't ask for, I have to remind myself and force myself to be like, I wouldn't ask them for advice. I wouldn't want them to teach me anything. So I need to not take the advice that they have decided that I need too much into consideration. Now, does that mean that every bit of advice from someone that can't do what you do is bad? Like, I've been told, hey, this could be a little bit more blended, and they're absolutely correct. Could they do that? No, but do they have eyes and they can see that this could be better? Absolutely. So, to go back to the first thing, even if you aren't as good as the other artists, so what? You have the job, you got the job in the same way that they did, and you have the skill to do makeup. It's good enough for you to get hired, and if you're not happy with it, you can always work on it. Dad always says this thing to me, and usually when he says it and decides to bestow this piece of wisdom on me, it is the worst time on earth to do so. But comparison is the thief of joy. He loves to quote that to me all the fucking time. And that can go for your own work. So if you're constantly comparing yourself about what you are not able to do compared to other people, how are you going to take joy in your work at all? It's not going to be fun anymore. You're not going to want to do it anymore if all you do is you're like, I can't do that, but mine doesn't look like that, but this is not where this person is, and I should be where that person is. It's going to suck the life out of it. Anything that you do, whether that be makeup, painting, acting, anything. So find things that you are proud of. Try not to compare yourself to others. And if you wouldn't ask somebody for advice because you don't like their work, don't take it to heart. At the same time, on the flip side, be open to learning. Be open to critique that is actually helpful, and just admit when you need help. That's my advice. Good luck and happy haunting.